Welcome to the mix, and on the mix we have Ashanti. Now, Ashanti's talking about this. The Red Hills Road Primary School principal allegedly sexually assaulted two females, and they came out on TikTok. So that is what he is concentrating on today. And it was said to be a couple years ago, and so it's not fresh, but now they have mustered up the strength to talk about it, and so it's out here. So he will be dissecting the information that he got, and just go ahead and catch the video, and please like, share, and subscribe.
The stars. All right, now, my people. Breaking news. We're going to act as it happened. This act on the fire. Red Hills Road Primary School. Principal, Mr. Mixup. Couple young lady. These just up on TikTok a few hours ago and accuse him of molesting and raping them. One of the young lady that was doing the TikTok video, she said she grew up in a group home. And back then he was not principal. She said it happened 16 years ago. And for the last 8 years, he been a principal at Red Hills Primary School. So what happened? A teacher I listen, and she calling, we teacher Red Hills Road. She calling pan the live, and she call the principal, and them have him pan the phone. So the principal is there on the live. The young girl grew up in a group home, or a homes, and he used to be at the church. And I guess the government kind of figure a Christian people, they're not going to do the kids them nothing and bring them go church on Sunday. And the young lady say, "Ma molest her and rape her in the church." So as the live are go on, I had a young lady call. First of all, a teacher call, or a lady was she had a teacher call. And said, the name sound familiar. That man they teach a principal rather, a Red Hills Primary School. So them call him on the live. So I go listening where I go on. Share the live, people. So them call the Red Hills Primary School principal. On the live where young ladies accuse him of molesting them. What about these kids who have got through it and them end up in the government system, and the government trust the church and say bring them to church on Sunday. And one of these persons wishes now the principal of Red Hills Primary School for the last 7 to 8 years. Young lady said this happened when she was 16 years ago. And the next young lady called in, thank you, Munchi, and said the same person molest our cousin that got to the school. That's the principal, you know. That's the principal what I talk about. And you hear what I say? So him was on the live, and the young lady them did a style him up, and I say him wicked. And this man couldn't really, because one of the young girl try stab him up. She seen him years later and try stab him up. But he wouldn't defend himself. And he stood on the phone for over an hour. The Red Hills Road Primary School principal, Mr. Mixup. So these young ladies, serious something. Because these young lady going at the state care and him is a principal of a school. And them accuse him of molestation and rape in a primary school. And a group home where these vulnerable kids are that's going through a lot of abuse. And the government put them in a group home. And this man have access to them. You know, according to what the young lady is saying. Because she was molested as a child and raped by this man. And she said it's the principal of Red Hills Primary School.
And him know what him a do. Him know him a black flag. Because when him done touch you up and talk, him go stand up at the door until you realize him stand up there. And then he walk like you see him. So you know
share the life, people.
Money.
So this is one of the young lady, Monique now. Where did I do the live? And the next young lady get added to the live. That says she's a teacher. She says she's a teacher at the school. So she hear the story I go on. And she has said that another see Mr. Messum, my boss. So she call him on a phone and then put him on the live. So the young lady who accused him is Monique. What did I do the live?
Like
she is. Monique. So this is money. She said used to pay her $3,000. That's a principal of Red Hills Primary School she's talking about. Mr. Messum. And we're going to listen to some recordings. The same show, them call Mr. Messum, the principal of Red Hills Road Primary School. They also called him on the live. And he had a problem defending himself.
Hi guys. Money, don't worry yourself. The live is being recorded and the relevant authorities has been contacted because me couldn't sit down on the live here and watch this. The inspector, but the point is where him live, what location. I don't. It could use the tailor. He uses the tailor that is uncomfortable.
So I say Monique, who me does show no, she was doing the live. And she said she was in a group home and this man molested her and raped her. She at the time, I guess she never know him become a principal because I said this was 16 years. So I guess, you know, seemed like she's a lesbian, she have a girlfriend and them have some problem. And I don't know if it's a breakup or go on. You know, young people go to the live and, you know, talk them feelings. And I guess she start express, I guess, how, I guess, I don't know if her trust issues are, whatever issues she have. And it get in the molestation. And when she got through at the group home. And she said, she seemed like a few years. I Matlock. And she tried to stab him up, the principal. She could also confront him, the victim. That's, so I confront him on the phone. And we're going to listen. And that's the principal, Mr. Messum, of Red Hills Primary School.